Howdy one and all, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all sitting down and holding on to something solid because the E25 is back in today's gameplay walkthrough. 5 very fast-paced games in an episode that will hopefully allay any concerns you might have about the Quick Blitz now being non-commentated. It's to allow me to have more time to pump into episodes like this. The audio is always something that I procrastinate on in each video, so with that excluded from the picture, in Quick Blitz, it'll allow me to pump those out twice a week at this point in time. Putting them out 5 PM on Sunday and Wednesday, 5 PM Perth time, and it'll give me plenty more time to work on bigger feature episodes like this one here. So let's get into it here on this Tier 7 game on Copperfield. It's myself and Furion in his E25, and we've moved into a very aggressive forward scouting position. Got my ass hanging out on this high ground here over on the flanking side of the map, but if I keep my eye on the mini-map, I should be able to spot any approaching enemies before they get within sight of me, which means I can snipe away at targets on the far side of the map, like that issue 152 who's already taken a huge amount of damage. But our team, fairly weak. We've only got one other Tier 7 besides myself and Furion. It's that Jagdpanther, and all our remaining guys on spawn are being overrun at this point. Tiger P and the Panther are advancing. Spin round to try and stall that, but only succeed in holding up the KV-1, falling back. And the glitching map holds up that shot. VK up the back there, but the T1 Heavy who moves in the low ground spots me. And I don't know, I think at this point I just want to kill. Looks like our team's going to fall apart, so let's chase down the Heavy. Dodge the second shot from the VK. And I'm going to have me some big fat American ass, yes. But the VK is charging me down. It's a very heavy tank, the VK-32M, and this is going to hurt. Whack. About 200 damage there, but we remove him. Let's pull the scores back a bit, 3-4. And I'm going to punch the boost here and get out of this depression. When possible, you want to be fighting with a height advantage because gravitational advantage allows much better flanking moves and repositioning moves if need be. If you're fighting in a hole, then you're pretty much stuck there. Okay, we've got the high ground now, but we lose our Jagdpanther ally to the KV-2, who has the M10 Howitzer. I don't want to be facing off against that thing. And now it's just myself and Furion. We're both in this back corner of the map, and there's really not much we can do from this position. We need to get eyes on the enemy and to spread ourselves out. One person acting as a distraction and the other taking advantage of that distraction. So Furion's moving off a bit. Just going to see where he goes. He's moved away from where that issue 152 is now because he expected the Panther and the Tiger P to move in that direction. So playing it safe, getting some shots on the issue, you can see. I try and support him, but target right. KB2 spotted me. Now the jig's up and he's moving around. I'm not going to go face to face with that gun, not with only 500 hit points remaining. 50% cap, reset that. Panther has the short-barreled 88 by the looks of it, and I'm going to spoil the ending in this match. It is a heartbreak game, and that Panther is going to feature heavily. Driving like crazy here, erratic driving in an attempt to throw off all those shots. I do dodge 2 or 3 shots there. And target, Jesus, issue 152, holding the high ground. Also with the monster Howitzer. He could have held that position, but Furion would have had him as he responded to the situation. This is why you need to run the E25 at all times in a platoon. I firmly believe that you should never run this thing by itself, because in situations like this, you'll always be, well, if you know what you're doing, you will usually be the last tank alive in the E25. And if you've got an ally who knows what they're doing as well, then in situations like this, where you're being attacked by an enemy at a time, you really do need a distraction. one person runs the distraction and the other person takes advantage of that. And this is what we're going to do to this KV2 now. See Furion there flanking around. KV2's looking my way, but he's returned now to engage Furion, but too slow. That turret traverse on the KV2 is glacial slow. Furion just running rings around him. But if he was by himself, then he really couldn't take advantage of it. But I'm here. KV2's trying to track down Furion, and I can pump shots into him. And now we've got him. Fires out of frustration there. And that is one more target down. 2 versus 2 now with somebody on cap. It's the Tiger P, and here comes the Panther. And this is where I throw the game away. I do not accurately judge the reload on this 88 gun, and that took me completely by surprise there. I thought I could get around behind him. Not too sure what that would have achieved. I really should have hung back and let Furion take the hit, and we would have won this. But I didn't. I pushed forward, and now Furion is facing off against a Panther 2 who has more health and a gun which I think has better DPM. It's a straight DPM battle now. Furion's got the faster rate of fire, but is it going to be enough? Not quite. So close. There was not even half a second in that result. Well played to the Panther 2 and the Tiger P, who had a good game as well. Bad luck, Furion. I apologise for my misplay there. 5,500 damage between us. A definite carry for that loss. If you can carry a loss. 50,000 credits and 900 XP on a loss. Alright, match 2. Nothing but wins from now on. It's another tier 7 match on Castilla. I'm with Pimp Daddy XR in the Comet. Now when I say you should platoon at all times in the E25, I definitely mean that, but you don't always have to platoon with another E25. Platooning with anyone else except for an E25 or a Panther M10, which also has preferential matchmaker, I believe, obviously ruins your preferential matchmaker. You no longer get it, so you will face tier 9 games. But I would still prefer to play tier 9 games with a good platoon mate than a tier 7 game solo in this machine. But anyway, aggressively forward scouting once again here, this time into this bush here that overwatches the bridges on the Reds side of the map. Letting the binos kick in. Panther there. I pull back thinking that perhaps I'd be spotted there after moving, but not quite. And the T49 YOLOs forward, drawing all the Reds fire. Down he goes. Far enough behind that front bush, you can see it's opaque there in sniper mode that I'm covered. We've got no spotters now. Pimp is up on the high ground, but I'm going to move forward behind the bush again, let the binos kick in. Right, target's up, pull back again. Not far enough. The bush should be opaque before you use it as cover. You can see it's still transparent there, but the E25 has such a great camo rating that I got away with it. Not being spotted until the very end there, but the jig is up again. I'm going to have to be more cautious now. Someone is spotting me. Lots of allies around me as well. They are definitely going to be lit up, and they're going to be drawing all kinds of fire. And if I put myself in between them, even if I'm not spotted, I'm going to get hit. Crusader unwisely poking out again, but I'm spotted again. I would not have expected to have been spotted then. I think it was that Panther. He must be just far enough right of the bush that it's not acting as cover. So I think that position has exhausted its usefulness. We look for other opportunities now. You can tell from the amount of shots coming in that there must be a lot of Reds up the back there camped away. If not, if they do have some flankers moving out wide, that means this flank is under supported considering our entire team is overwatching that opposite side of the river. So let's force this advantage. Punch the boost again, and let's charge forward and see if we can't spot anyone. Target's on the hill, target's right. That looks like the entire team. Yes it is. 3 on the hill and 2 behind me now. I am not sticking around for a fight. I've spotted them all, and my team is now merrily blazing away at all of these lit up targets. I move all the way around. Very exposed there, but get away with it. In behind the Panther. And he is turning to engage, but with my rate of fire, I've got this guy quite easily. Take one shot. Down he goes. The Reds are down to just a T49, a VK3001H, and a PZ. Fakey the front of the building there, draw a shot. Wait until I'm hidden before I poke out again. Might use the carcass of the Crusader here. Yep, T43 turns and does get a shot away. Pull back again. Cap progressing, unfortunately, 80%. That's going to shorten this game down. Going to try and get some desperate last damage here. PZ3/4 sitting out in the open on the bridge. It's like that final battle scene on Saving Private Ryan. No! Nowhere to go. That's my third. Pimp's on 2. I'd like this T43. He trades shots with me, and the game is cut short. Bloody cappers. When it's 4-5-1, you don't cap. Jesus. Thanks very much, VK. 19 shots fired, 17 penetrations, 53,000 credits, and 2.5k XP. Brothers in Arms on Sniper Award. Moving on now to the third game. It's on Dead Rail, Tier 7 match. POC this time in the Comet. Comet being a very, very good platoon mate to the E25. It's got the mobility to keep up and an excellent DPM output for a medium tank. Moving up into the high ground. Definitely a favourite position of mine in the E25 on this side of Dead Rail. Sit here, let the binos kick in. Flat pan's the first target spotted, and you can see him. He gets halfway over there, and his light goes off, and he beats a hasty retreat. But I'm not firing at him. He's pulling away, so he's not a good target, and I don't want to give away my position just yet. Let's just see who else blunders along first before I take too many shots. It's far enough away there that I can get away with that. KV1 up the back, probably spotted by POC. That looks like a potential shot. Yes, he's taking some big hits. More targets on the map now. Jagdpanther sitting out the back. Nice easy shots into his side. And he's foolish enough to hang around. One more blind shot. He's moving away. Now, looks like the Reds are pushing past the cap and in behind us. Got to be mindful of that. Keep one eye on the mini-map. Don't get too distracted by these guys. But farm as much damage here as possible. Fox now moved into the buildings just south of the cap. And our ally is pushing the advantage. But look out, we've got a Tiger and a T-3485. One more shot here, I'm definitely spotted. Yep, there it is, and I'm moving away. That Hellcat is in all sorts of trouble. Pause there to try and take a shot at that T-34, but I do not have the gun elevation to reach him, so bailing out. I'm not taking on two Tier 7 medium tanks. Two Tier 6 medium tanks, sorry. Still, not taking both those on. Stop here to ninja that Jagdpanther kill, and we're up. This is definitely a win. And the whole team now pulling around to engage this platoon of T-3485s. We've got no chance. POC now charging in. 2 more shots on the run. One tank remaining. Where is he? All the way on the other side of the map. Punch that boost. Gun it now. This is a Dukes of Hazzard moment. Take the high ground. It's okay, got the mobility. Come in here behind POC. Coming in hot. Fuck. Let's look at that again.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get 'em, but the law never will. making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Just a good old boy, they wouldn't change if they could. Fighting the system like a true modern day Robin Hood.
Well now, looks like those Blitz boys are in more trouble than a dune bug stuck in molasses. Very stylish result there. I think you'll agree. Confederate and third class badge, 2k for myself, 2.7 for POC, 53,000 credits, and 1k XP. We are kicking it up to tier 8 now. A dead set ball terror of a match on Fort Despair. Fort Despair really letting Blitz gameplay live up to its namesake. I'm with Stealth 251, one of the ace guys, and he is in an E25 as well. Let's move out wide here. The Reds have got a fast heavy tank as top tier, the IS-6, and a T-44. Very tough tier 8 opponents. We need to be very mindful of that as we aggressively forward scout here. Worried about those bushes there, but not spotted. Just hang around, let the binos do their work. SU-100Y blundering along. That looks like a potential shot. If I can just move my hull. I'm stuck on a rock. There we go. That's a shot. And Stealth gets one as well. He's moved up, taking advantage of the fact that I had not spotted anyone, so there cannot be any flankers at our side. And there's another shot here on that issue. Yep. Thank you. Bad luck, olive oil. It's a bad start to your game. So we're not spotted, and we've been firing, so there can't be anyone in these bushes. So we're pushing forward, but it's about to go very pear-shaped. KV4, and I would have called retreat here and the T-44, but Stealth is in balls deep, and I can't just leave him there. Weighing up my options here, looking for a flanking shot on the KV4, but he's responding, he's seen me, he's coming around, so I hit the boost button. The rocks are in between me and the KV4 now, so I desperately try and root the T-44 before he takes down Stealth, but one more shot would have done it. He does get Stealth, but the KV4 has no shot, and I'm moving away. I'm not going to take him on. There is an SU-152 moving in to support, and I stick to the low ground. They're going to get a quick look at me now as I briefly flash out in the open, but I'm through, in behind the rest of the Reds. Our team doing very well now in the Valley of Death. Track the IS-6, coming behind him. It's a kill, and I stick around here shooting the rear of the T-29 when I know I should be getting out. That issue is pursuing me. There he is, and I'm blocked by the retreating T-29. And I take a big AP round from that ML10 Howitzer. That's okay. 330 hit points remaining. This game is almost over already. KV2 gets their SU-152, and I pause here, just weigh up what the KV4 is doing. I'm not going to take him on front on, that would be suicide, but he's fully distracted now. I'm going to get in behind him, and the rest of our team is doing exactly the same thing. Can I ninja a Top Gun? Looking for the hull now as he turns around. Oh, there's a potential shot, but I cannot quite get the vehicle around. And our Jagdpanther 2 gets the kill. All over in 3 minutes. Third class and the sniper for that game. Coming out on top on XP with only 1300 damage. Stealth having a good one too, 13 as well. 38k credits and 2.5 XP. Not a bad one. Few rounds back for the 5th and final game. Double E25 trouble on mines. Tier 7 match. Fairly even looking lineup. We are not going to contest the hill. Well, I'm not anyway. E25 on mines on this side of the map. I don't feel hill rushing is a good tactic. You really do need a turret to get shots away in that first medium encounter at the top of the hill there. So we moved to the island, myself, Furion, and looks like a flat panzer as well. Scout the bushes ahead to see who's coming, and this time VK3002D. Very good DPM on the 88mm on that gun. Not going to take him on head on just yet. We'll see what else the team's doing. There's a battle being waged on the hill. Looks like our M10 is taking shots from two sides. Try and help him out. Do get the KV-13. But the T-29 finishes him. Back on attack. One shot into his side, we burn past. Force him into wasting a shot into the ground there. And now it's 3-on-1. Flat Panthers come over too. Getting some good shots on. Cameo appearance by Ben there as he brags about a new tier 10 tank of his, I think. And we move past, having removed the VK. I'm going to go deep now and look for some shots on the Reds approaching the hill. That T-29 looks exposed. Need to be mindful of that T-3485 though. He is on the other side of that little hill there, so I'm safe to target that T-29. One shot. Furion looks like he gets a hit as well. He slips away though for the second. Right, what are these teams doing? We've got a bunch of Reds up the back engaging our Tiger 1, who has flanked all the way around. And a couple of Reds up near Cap. I tell Furion that I'm after the T-3485. And I'm going to have to come all the way around here to avoid being shot from the Cap. Put that hill to my left there. To my left to get cover. To work down this T-3485. He's slipping away. Yes. Super accurate gun. Repair whatever damage that was and wait for myself to be recloaked here before I poke out. That T-29 is looking my way, but Camo is now set obviously because he changed his mind and looked to the hill or to Cap and slip away from that Black Prince who was coming back for me. That T-29 still thinks I'm up there. Look at him. A successful retreat. Push back to the hill. And it looks like we are going to have to reset a Cap here. It's climbing steadily. Almost halfway. Hit that boost. You need the speed to get around in time, I think. Spotted. Swapping now to the premium round. It's going to be a photo finish, I think. KV-1 on Cap. Plenty of time. Someone else has all the capture points though. Churchill 7. Move the KV. Dance around the Churchill. Ooh. Heaps of armor on that thing. One shot to reset. Pull away. A few rounds here now, but he has taken quite a bit of damage. The two tier 7 heavies are pulling back to Cap. I'd like to get the high ground, but looks like they're going to cut me off. A few rounds in a bit too close. Getting shots on these heavies. Black Prince with heaps of side armor. Furion should be pulling back really. Should be in a sniping position out of sight. He's going to get worked down by these guys. You can tell they're just going to bum rush him. Use the diversion. Flank. Oh, come off it. That was lucky. We've got them boxed in now. Flat parents on one side, Furion on the other. And if I can just time my attack. Furion's getting work from two sides now. Ugh. Struggling to find a firing solution on that T-29. VK gets the Black Prince, and I take down the Churchill. It's just a T-29 sitting on cap now. Getting cocky, swapping back to AP. This guy's having all the luck. That should definitely have been a pen. I don't know how that managed to bounce. Damaged fuel tank, 3 hit points remaining. Base cap is continuing, but plenty of time. BK is finally moving up to support. And here we go. Still getting bounces. Alright, time to stop trying to be a hero. Back to APCR. Just got to secure this win. One more should do it. Boom. Well played, team. So that's it from me. We'll finish up with a Mastery and a Radley's. And if you are into this kind of fast-paced gameplay, then I've got good news for you. I'm only halfway through my E25 save games. So thanks once again for watching, and I will see you all soon on the next one. Peace.